Hello and welcome back to part 2 of the Ashtanga primary series tutorial.
Hello, good morning.
So today we will continue with the standing postures. So yesterday we were doing the various postures, for instance the Trikonasana, the reverse Trikonasana. We were doing the side angle pose, the reversed side angle pose, and from here, after that reversed side angle pose, we're coming back into Samastitihi, and from here we will continue. So if you feel...
What does Samastitihi mean actually?
Samastitihi means the posture where everything begins. It's your starting position in a sense. But it has various other meanings, and if you're really interested, I would suggest you just Google it. And there's a lot of wisdom behind the word Samastitihi as well. Great. So if you feel that the previous postures were quite okay for your body, and you feel like you want to continue building onto these postures, then see how you go along with the next ones. And really, again, be careful with your body, listen to your body, and if something doesn't feel right, modify so that it feels okay and more comfortable. Great. So, from the Samastiti position, and again, as a reminder, Samastitihi is a posture where you bring both legs and feet together. You really elongate your spine, imagining the thread, pulling your head upwards. You are activating the thighs, the legs, the glutes, and bringing the arms really activated next to your body, but really release the tension in your shoulders, release the neck. And from this position, we will continue with the posture Prasarita Padottanasana. For this one, with the next inhale, you again step the right leg, always the right leg back. This time, both feet are parallel to each other. You can even slightly bring them towards each other. Yes. And then you can bring the hands onto the hips. And then with the next inhale, you again really expand your chest area here, and with the exhale you fold forward, and for the first one you bring your hands down to the mat. Once the hands are on the mat, you come again into an inhale into a halfway lift, and exhale, fold forward into the posture, and really try to bring your hands behind your legs. But it's very important as a beginner, you can just bend the arms and bring the hands a little bit closer to your head. Just here, and really just work on this posture. And you will notice that you will feel it in the hamstrings the most. So the more you do that posture, the more the hamstrings will open up, and you will be going deeper and deeper into that pose each time. After your 5th breath, you come into an inhale into a halfway lift with the inhale. With the exhale, place your hands into your hips. Inhale, come back up to standing. And exhale here, leaving your hands in the hips. Again, the second one, Prasarita Padottanasana B, you keep your hands where they are. You just inhale here, again expanding your chest, and exhale, leaving your hands where they are and just folding forward here. And if you can, try to bring the shoulder blades in together. Maybe by pulling the elbows closer to each other, and still working with deepening that posture. We stand here for 5 breaths. exhale here. Inhale, extend your arms out. Exhale, interlace your fingers behind your back. Inhale, expand your chest. And exhale, fold forward, trying to bring the hands towards the mat. And again, as a beginner, be really mindful of your hamstrings. Don't overextend yourself. Really feel your limits. Beautiful. And after the 5th breath, with the inhale, you come all the way up. Exhale, you can bring your hands back to the hips. We're coming to the 4th variation here. Inhale here to expand. Exhale, fold forward. And this time, bring your hands to the big toes. The peace fingers, and inhale, halfway lift. Exhale, fold forward. You can even bend your arms and try to pull yourself closer to the legs. Beautiful. And you can really try and work on lengthening those legs as well. And really keep that Ujjayi breath active throughout the whole practice. And also activate the Mula Bandha and the Uddiyana Bandha, the locks, that you want to keep the energy flowing in your system. After the 5th breath here, inhale here into halfway lift. Exhale, bring your hands back to the hips. Inhaling, coming all the way up. Exhale, step into the starting position, Samastitihi. Beautiful. We will do the next posture. So you decide if that was enough, you just stop here. Otherwise, if you want to continue, we're coming into the next one, which is called Parsvottanasana. In Vinyasa, it's called the pyramid pose. So what you can do here, if you are very flexible and can actually bring your hands into a reverse namaste,
which I'm not yet comfortable with, so I do prefer this one.
Exactly. You just grab onto the opposite elbows. And with the next inhale, again, you step the right leg back, turn around, and you will fold forward over that front leg. Again, it's very important to keep the hips even here, to keep them square. And we're staying here for 5 breaths. And try to really activate this, the front thigh muscles. Beautiful. And it's also important to keep the spine nice and lengthened. If you are too crunched or too hunched over, you can slightly just come out of it like this and just stay here. That's totally fine and absolutely enough. And after your 5th breath, you come all the way up, turn to the other side, and with the exhale, you go to the other side, you fold forward over the left leg.
I can't really grab my elbows, but this is probably fine as well, right? For all those who...
Absolutely okay. Just really try to do whatever you can. It doesn't have to be perfect at all. Just make sure that the alignment is correct so that the posture actually is safe for you to exercise. And again here, if the spine is not really lengthened, so come slightly out like this. Beautiful. And then inhaling, coming up, come to the side, extend your arms to the side, opening up, and exhale, Samastitihi. Great. The next two postures will be facing the front of the mat. You can even slightly step back a little bit. Yes, like this. So what we're doing next is, and again, really see what your body is capable of. As a beginner, you maybe just want to bend your knee first, and that's enough, and just stay there. If you have the flexibility and the range, you can try to grab the big toe with your peace fingers and extend that leg and bring the left hand into your hip, trying to keep that balance. And stay here for 5 breaths. Eventually, you will be able to bring your body closer to the leg. And after the 5th breath, inhale, extend your body. Exhale, turn that leg to the other side and bring that arm to your hip. And see if you can gaze over to your left shoulder, the opposite side. Stay here for 5 breaths. And inhale. Come back to the center. You can again try to bring the body closer to your leg with the exhale. Inhale, extend, and exhale, release the hand and try to hold that foot for 5 breaths in the air. I have you. And really try to hold it. It's very challenging at the beginning.
It is.
Well done.
That's that challenging.
Great. And you do the same thing with the other leg. Okay. Inhale. Bring the left leg up. You can do really just you can just bend the knee if that's what's possible for you. Otherwise, extending the leg, maybe bringing it closer to your body. With the inhale, extend. Exhaling, bring that leg to the other side. And inhale, come back to the center. Exhale, leg closer to the body. Inhale, extend. Exhale, release your hand. Hold, hold, hold. Almost there, almost there. Okay, release. Yeah. And again, as a beginner, if you cannot really extend your leg, you can just bend the knee, bring it to the side, back to the center, and then trying to extend that leg. The next posture is called Ardha Baddha Padmottanasana. And we're bringing, okay, and here as a beginner you really have to be careful with the knee. So if half lotus is in your practice, go ahead. Otherwise, if it's painful in your knee or if you cannot really open up the hip here, I recommend to just come into a tree pose. Otherwise, if it's somehow possible to come into a half lotus, you can just stay here and just really work on that opening, really staying here for a couple of breaths. So if you want to come into the full posture, maybe I can demonstrate that.
For me, it's still, I'm a beginner, I don't
So
know. I'm working on the opening of that because this posture I'm not able to do yet, and I keep my time, I really take my time to practice the opening.
Exactly. And once you progress with the posture, One day you will be able to come into half lotus, then coming into a bind. So you take the same arm as the leg and bind so that you actually can grab hold of the big toe. You inhale here and you exhale, you fold forward. So if the half lotus is still not okay, please don't fold forward, stay upright. So the full posture would be to fold forward, close to the leg. Staying 5 breaths here. Inhaling into halfway lift. Exhale here, maybe slightly micro bending the knee here. And inhaling, coming all the way up. And exhaling, releasing the leg. And we'll do the next the other side, but the beginner version.
Yeah, so that they can
exactly
see that one.
So you can bring the left leg up, inhale.
Should it be like this, then they can see this? Or
It doesn't matter, I think that's fine. Okay. Inhaling, left leg up. Exhaling, exactly. If you cannot really grab the big toes, you can use the arm as an extension. So you can just grab hold on your arm here. And you just stay here for 5 breaths. Trying to keep your balance, working on the hip opener.
The bandhas, not to forget.
Exactly, Ujjayi breathing. And after the 5th breath, you release. Beautiful. I think for today, that's enough. Just keep practicing. So repeat the previous postures from yesterday. And if you feel like doing more, continue with the postures that we just did. And just see how it feels like. So if you think that was enough, I'm okay with just that part, then just do this bit over and over and over again until you notice there's an opening, there's more flexibility coming into your body, and then you will continue with the next postures.
And be gentle to yourself, really, really be gentle to yourself, because I practice with Olga, and Olga does different versions of that, and I have to be very careful with my boundaries and be really fully accepting where I am right now and what my body needs right now, and that I am still using the beginner's pose and I don't have to be there yet. I guess that's the biggest art in that field. So really challenge yourself. It's not about not challenging yourself, but really be okay where you are and don't look at us and see like, ooh, I have to be there right away.
Especially in the super hyped Instagram fashion, Instagram trend and hype, where you see so many yogis doing crazy poses, crazy things, thinking that you must be there already, but actually not considering how much effort and energy they actually have put into the practice that they are where they are right now. And yes, maybe some of them are super gifted and maybe they've been doing gymnastics from a very young age so that they're very, very flexible. So it's a different story, and it's really important to look into your own story, into your own process. Where are you right now in your journey, and how is the practice helping you with that journey?
And what I also understand is I'm practicing now with Olga, I guess for the 7th or 8th time, I don't know, like a week. And that I keep enjoying the easy ones more and more and more, like the A and the B's. Now that I know them and now that I really try to dive into them, I enjoy that even more. So it's not about the difficult postures, it's also about really enjoying and being really present in the beginning and in the easy ones.
Yeah.
So that's what I enjoy the most.
And the beauty of Ashtanga yoga is that because you do the same thing over and over and over again, it's the same sequence, you actually notice the differences from each practice. And I really love how one day you just do the same thing and you realize, wow, I couldn't do that thing yesterday or like the day before. And it gives you like some sort of satisfaction in a way, because oh my god, I'm making progress. I feel like this practice is taking me somewhere. So yeah, keep practicing. really try to motivate yourself, because I feel like that's the biggest boundary or the biggest challenge, to really grab the mat, unroll it, step onto the mat, and just start with the practice. And the practice doesn't have to be like long and challenging and whatever. It's really all about rocking up and just starting somewhere.
And in the progress, I want to add that my philosophy, and I guess yours too, is not to being better and better and better. It's not, we're not showing up on our mats to be better and better and better, but to me it is to feel good and to know, I know if I start my day with this, I know I'll feel good, I know I'll feel better. And this is why I do it. So it's hopefully not about showing off and to tell all your friends, like, oh, I'm doing Ashtanga yoga, I'm so cool, blah, blah, I'm doing progress. But to be in peace with yourself and enjoying that process of you challenging yourself, of you getting to know yourself, getting to know your body, getting to know. So this is what progress means to me. I just wanted to add that because it could also be, we want to be better and better and cooler, you know.
That's true.
Yeah.
Well, thanks, Keto.
You're so welcome.
My beautiful assistant, and I'm very, very lucky to live with this beautiful person.
And she's showing up in my room every morning, and I'm very grateful that I have a personal teacher and a personal YouTube channel. Yeah.
Anyways, you will see from us more tomorrow. Stay tuned.
You're right.